Okay, so I wanted to show you how to get your domain onto GrooveFunnels and to set up a free SSL certificate. I use NameCheap. I do have several domains on GoDaddy. I'm in the process of changing them over for a number of reasons. First, NameCheap is more cost effective. It's a lot cheaper to get a domain on NameCheap. Also, you get free masking of your identification. GoDaddy does charge $10 a year for that. NameCheap, it is free. But also, I've heard a lot of horror stories of people who've had their domains hosted with or purchased through GoDaddy and having them kind of take over their domain and losing it and losing business. So just to save myself from that aggravation, I am using NameCheap and I'm in the process of moving everything over to NameCheap. Also, and I'm not saying this because I'm an affiliate, I get no commissions from this, but also if you move your stuff over, your domains over, whatever time you had left on your domain registration at whatever provider you had, that time will get moved over as well, plus the year or so that you purchase. So getting set up on NameCheap is super simple. All you need to do is enter your email address and set up a password. I already have my account, so I'm not going to go through all that. Just want to show you how easy it is and to give you an idea of how cheap things can be. So I do already have this one. I'm just showing you this for the purpose of seeing all the different domains or the extensions that you can get. So, and how cheap it can be. So I do have the Groove Coach, and I did get groovecoach.xyz. I bought that just for demonstration purposes, which you'll see in a moment. But I got this for $1. I mean, you can't get much cheaper than that. But the other ones are usually around $8 for the .coms. And if you go to joinhoney.com, and type in NameCheap up here, it will pull up more coupons, so you can get an even greater discount. I tested it out with the XYZ extension that I had, and it brought the price up. So the XYZ price was the best one, but for the .coms, the mails, if you purchase any SSL certificates, which if you're using GrooveFunnels, you don't need to get the SSL certificates because I'm going to show you how to do that next. But if you do purchase it for any other sites, you can get these coupon codes. So I did get the XYZ. So I'm just going to show you my domains here. I do have quite a few. They're not even all showing here. So the ones I'm going to work with today, just to show you, for example, I'm going to start with Groove Coach XYZ. But once I change the DNS configuration, it's going to take a little bit to propagate across the internet. So I'm going to switch over to Free Groove Site because I did just put in the DNS configuration for here. So let's start here just so you can see. The name server is still with NameCheap. So I'm going to change that. So in order to do that, to get the SSL certificate, I'm going to need to point the name servers towards CloudFlare. Now, when you go to CloudFlare, let's just start over here since I'm in my dashboard. I'm going to log out to show you how simple it is. So let's just go to cloudflare.com because that's where you'll have to go to set up your account. You can either sign up here or log in. Signing up is super simple. Again, just your email address and a password. I've already got a couple of accounts. I'm not going to use this one because I don't want to show all my back-end information here. So I'm going to use the one that I just set up. So I have a new account in here. I only have that free Groove site that I told you about. And I'm going to add the groovecoach.xyz that we talked about. So all I'm going to do is add a site. I'm going to enter in the site here, the Groove Coach XYZ. I tried to enter it before. That's why it's propagating here. I tried to enter it and it hadn't propagated against the internet, but I know that it is there now. So I'm going to add that in. It's just going to take a second, but it will register it for me and we'll get moving here. So you can see there's a few different choices that you can get. We're going to go with a free one. I mean, free is good. Why not? So we're going to go with a free one. Don't need any more than that. and it's going to see if it has any existing DNS records, which it will because it's going to be pointing back at Namecheap. So I don't need any of these. I'm going to come back and get rid of them later, but I'm just going to continue for now because this is the key. You're going to need to get these name servers here. Now, these are the name servers for me. Your name servers, once you set up your account, are going to be different. So mine are Bryce. Now, they're always going to be .ns.cloudflare.com. But what will change for each individual are these two extensions here. So mine's Bryce and Sonia. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm just going to remember that the second one is Sonia. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my account for Namecheap, and I'm going to manage my account there. So I'm going to manage my domain for XYZ. So as you can see, it's pointed to Namecheap's DNS. I want to reconfigure that with a custom DNS. So I'm going to put in the DNS that I just got from CloudFlare, the DNS record there, and the second one with Sonia. So I'm going to update that. Now, it's going to take a while for this to propagate across the internet. So I'm going to go back to back here. To Cloudflare back here. It's going to take a while for these changes to be registered with Cloudflare. So just for the sake of showing you how this is done, we can start here just to for a second. We're going to want to get rid of all of these. So I'm back at the Groove Coach XYZ. This we want completely empty because we're going to put in the new CNAME, but we're going to get rid of all of this. So I'm going to get rid of that. So this is exciting. I'm sorry, but you want to get rid of every single one of these because they're not going to be working for you anymore. Later on, I'm going to show you how to set up your mail so that it can go through Cloudflare as well. You can purchase that with Namecheap as well. It's very inexpensive. Now, Groove Mail is coming along, but the thing is Groove Mail is not meant to receive emails from people or send out individual emails. It's meant more for email automation to send out large email broadcasts. So you are going to want another mailbox set up for your domain. Just the same with any other email service provider. If you have ActiveCampaign or Aweber, they're not meant for receiving emails or sending one-off emails. They're just meant for marketing purposes. So if I try to, what we need to do next is get the CNAME. We need to add a CNAME record. So you're going to add the CNAME, and what you're going to do is you're going to go into your group. Well, you don't even need to go to GrooveFunnels. I'm just going there for a second so I can get it, but it's basically host10.groovepages.com, I believe it is, for everybody to point Cloudflare to GrooveFunnels. So let me just grab that real quick. It's the same for everybody. Sorry, it's taking a little bit to show up. I'm in my basement right now. I'm trying to shoot this, so my internet might be a little bit slow in pulling things up, so I do apologize. But you need to create your CNAME with host10.groovepages.com. So you'll see that here when you try to publish. So I'm going to go back over here, going to do and put in the CNAME and save it. May not take it because it hasn't propagated. Oh, it did already do it, so I'm not going to need to use that other website. That's wonderful. So you're going to want to add another CNAME here. And you're going to put your website here. So you're going to put in so this is all set. You've got your DNS records, you've got your SSL certificates, but we want to make sure that we finished setting everything up here. So let's go into the SSL here. You want to make sure it's on. So we've got full, and they don't have the other one. So the firewall, we'll have to go through each of these individually. Usually they will, you want to do the speed and caching as well. So let's see what our options are here. Sorry, it's taking a little bit of time. Usually if I hadn't changed the DNS right away, it would have given me all these options to fix all this right away. But I'm going to show you if it pulls up. Let's go on to the next one. We don't need to do it. So this is all set up here. The DNS is all set up. The SSL certificate is all set up. The firewall is active. It should already be going there. Caching, they did have some that are automatically in place. You can upgrade your plan to get more. But this is the important part. This is where you're going to want to go in. So you're going to want to make sure that you have all your traffic going to the SSL certificate. You want it to go to https dot whatever your website is. If it goes to HTTP, it's not the secure site. So you want to make sure that regardless of what people type into their URL, that they're going to the secure site. So you're going to put in your website here. So I've got thegroovecoach.xyz. Here's the key. You're going to put in this / with the asterisk. That means no matter what they type in, this / asterisk is the catch-all. It's going to catch it all, regardless of what they put in. And then you want to put in, where do we have it here? It's not coming up. Why is this not coming up for me? Hold on. Oh. So you know what? Because it takes a little while for the SSL certificate to be set up, so it's not giving me that option right now. So I'm going to leave this as is, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to the, see, it's pending server update still. So I'm going to go back to my free Groove site where I have already set all this up. So let's see. So you can see the DNS configuration. I haven't put in my CNAMEs there. I took them out so I could show you guys again. So let's do this just for giggles. We'll add it in again. Add the record. CNAME. www, and maybe by the time we get back, the other one will be set up. So this is free Groove site. Save. We're going to want to put in the other one, which was the host again. So at host 10 group pages. Save. Oops. What did I not do there? Oh, because it's an A name. Got to make sure it's a C name. Sorry about that, guys. And so those are all set there. So let's see if we can get this set up. That is set. Let's see what go caching here. Speed. It's going to do the same thing. But let's try, see if we can do it in here. It may allow us to do it. So www. Which one? We're on free Groove site. Groove site, excuse me. There we go. Here's the always use HTTPS. So you want to always use HTTPS, and that's going to make sure that no matter what people put in, they will always get directed to the HTTPS. And there you have it. You've got it all set up. I will come back and do another video to show you how to set up your remaining records. Right now, this is all you need to have your website functioning, but I will show you how to set up the MX records, which will enable you to have mail, and I'll show you how to set that up in Namecheap as well. So I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks, guys.